Hi everyone!
Oh, hi!
Welcome to another Granny by Nature crochet video. My name is Maddie. Her name is Janet.
I'm eating a Sour Patch Kid right now, so sorry.
The first they're sour.
And then they're sweet!
And then your teeth hurt.
Not mine.
Well, we have lots of fun things to share with you today. We have been busy on some custom orders. We've been trying out some new patterns. We've been
Buying new patterns.
of course. But I'm really excited about the things that we have to share today.
And buying new patterns.
Well, where would you like to start today?
You can start.
Should we start with the custom orders?
Yeah.
Okay. First, so we started showing you this order last week with this elephant.
Elephant.
Yes, this is Madeline Mayco's pattern. An update on her her archives Etsy with all of her old patterns that she had deleted.
Has it been restored?
It's been restored. It's back. So I feel like the easiest way to find it is to go to her Instagram and then look at her link tree. Because, oh my god.
Etsy has the worst search engine ever.
It is so hard to find things on Etsy sometimes. Like, I will literally type in a designer's shop name.
And everything but will come up.
It drives me crazy.
Same.
It happens every single time. So I'm like, I have to have a specific pattern in mind that I'm looking for that I can recognize from the pictures. Because even if you put in like the designer's name and then like what pattern you're looking for,
it won't show you anything from them.
It's crazy. Does anybody else have that experience with Etsy? Because that happens all the time and it's so bizarre.
And the designer's name won't show up underneath the picture.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you use the link from her Instagram, that is the easiest route in my opinion. But yeah, this is one of her elephant patterns, and this again
so cute
is the Bernat patchwork yarn. So you guys already saw this, but I'm just showing you because it's part of this order. So to go along, yes, to go along with that order, we have some other cuties here. Ooh, deluxe duck. Whoa. So this is the first time I've made the deluxe duck in not yellow.
It's cute.
Thank you. This is for Maria. This order is for Maria, and she doesn't like yellow. So
I don't blame her either. I don't really like yellow that much.
Oh, I love yellow. But she wanted like a brown color. So I have this Bernat. I do not remember the name of this color because I have two Bernats that are very, very similar.
Yeah.
One is like baby sand. Maybe this is just regular sand. I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
No, I think it's a different color.
I don't think it's sand, no.
I'm not sure the name of it. I'm not even sure if you can see in this light.
Is it like moss or something? Or
no. It's like a more brownish tan, I would say. And then I used the Mystical Canyon, Bernat Mystical, for the beak and the feet. I'm just trying to pull up the designer again.
That color should be called Park Ranger.
Park Ranger, I can see that.
Or Boy Scout.
Yeah. Come on, duck. What the duck? So this one is designed by Kowalski Toys.
Wait, I'm trying to get comfy here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm obsessed with this pattern. I plan on making a ton more of these ducks. I'm probably going to do more of the yellow variation. Sorry. I think this one is adorable too. I love it. I feel like it would be cute in any color. But, I don't know. Maybe I would do a mallard too. There aren't any instructions from what I remember to do the mallard.
I think you could figure it out.
But I think we could figure it out, right? Shouldn't be too hard. So that's a possibility. I love making these. They're so easy. They're so adorable.
So cute.
Yeah, and they're just, they're the perfect little size. Deluxe duck. So that is part of Maria's order.
That's not what it's called, right?
No.
That's what we just call it.
That's what we call it.
Yeah.
It's actually called Little Duck, I want to say.
Oh, you're so much more than Little Duck.
That's a deluxe duck right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, part of that order, Maria also asked for a Ladybug keychain. Who is she?
She's new.
Yes, this is actually a SoCal Janny original.
Yes, that's right.
My mom freehanded this, and it is so cute.
Let's also see the rejects.
Okay. It looks like this is a mix of posh and acrylic yarn.
It is. All right, so here's the process.
Okay.
The first one I did, acceptable, but a little weird.
Okay. So did you just make
This is
magic
all
rings
posh,
and then
and
sew
then-
them on for those
Yes,
spots?
yeah.
Okay.
It's all posh except for the 4 dots, which is black acrylic.
Okay.
This one is made the dome part in red, and the flat part with the legs attached on the bottom is sewn on to the top part.
Okay.
It was an okay solution, but I kind of didn't like the lumpy bumpies, and I didn't like how it was like compressed in the middle here.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I just laid the thread down to the blowhole and then went
Not
from
the blowhole.
Then went from the blowhole to the butthole.
So like blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it kind of, I didn't like that solution very much. So that, I said, I think I can do better.
Okay.
So then I did this one, and clearly I did not do better.
This one reminds me of a donut.
This one is weird.
Oh, don't say that.
This one,
It's got a tiny head and a huge body.
yes. This one is all posh again, except for the head and the dots.
Okay.
The dots and the head are acrylic. This one is from the top down, same dome, but then the bottom part is crocheted in the round.
Okay.
And it was just too bulky.
Yeah, it's a little
looks
big
like
for a
a-
keychain.
A Ladybug bumper car.
Well, with the way you have it pulled in on the bottom, it is giving me like donut vibe.
Yeah. So then I said, oh wait, and I sewed the stripe on
Okay.
like every 2 or 3 stitches. I like that a little bit better. So then the third time's the charm.
Ooh.
The third one, same
Yes,
dome, a little tighter.
What size hook did you use?
4.5.
Okay.
4.5 on the top. I used acrylic on the bottom on this one with this hook. What's this one?
This is the
4?
4 millimeter.
Okay. 4 with acrylic on the bottom. Sewn on.
Yeah.
So it's 2 pieces.
Okay.
The head is the third piece.
Okay.
And instead of making magic rings and sewing them on, I just did embroidery dots.
I think they look good.
Thank you.
I think it looks really cute.
Thank you.
And it's a good size.
And it's sewn, the stripe on the top is sewn from neck to butt.
Oh.
Yes. I really
Very,
like
very
it. I'm
cute.
going to have to make a few more of those
Yeah,
for
I think
market.
they came out adorable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very sweet.
Yes.
And this is the last
Oh.
part, potentially, of Maria's order. She has first
First dibs.
dibs, potentially, on this Medusa. I don't know if she's going to want it or not. I think,
This is
how could
a
you not?
crochet musetti.
She requested to see it when it was
Yes.
done. So I'm going to be sending her a picture of this later to see if she's interested.
I had made this a long, long time ago.
Yes, this is amazing. This is one of the best
thank
things
you.
you've ever made.
Thank you. And I messed up the toga on the first go round.
Mm-hmm.
The toga they originally made for this was that blue color. I don't know.
I think the cream looks
I
fantastic.
love the cream. The cream is posh. The body is Michael's Slim, whatever.
Sweet
Home
Snuggles
Slim.
and Home Slim.
I just love the snake heads because they all have their
Yeah,
own
the
safety
little
eyes.
I love how they stand up too.
Yeah.
You don't
They're
even
fun.
have any wire in here.
No,
it
I
just
don't.
stands up on its own.
I love the hair. You could style it however you want. You know I like the little curl in the front.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
I love it. The face, everything.
Yes.
And this is Crochet Me Zaddy.
Yeah, Zaddy.
Ugh. Yeah, the toga really pulls it all together.
Yes, the toga is a lot of fun.
The tail is really cool too. I don't know if you guys can tell. There's like a lot of
Shaping.
shaping in the tail.
Yeah.
That is so fun.
Thank you.
Beautiful work, Tawada.
I hope she likes it because
yes, I hope so. It's a masterpiece.
It's been one of my favorite things to look at
yeah.
because I was waiting all this time to finish it.
It's going to be hard to let this one go.
I know. The toga, when I first tried to attempt it, I was new to crochet, so those backward chains really were difficult for me to wrap my head around.
Backwards chains.
Yes, because you crochet the apron part here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go around, and each one of these is chain, back on the chain, chain, back on the chain.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that was tough for me being a new crocheter.
I thought you
but
meant you were like going backwards.
no,
Okay.
no, because it's like turn and then go back on the chain.
Yeah.
And it was just too much for my brain to understand because I was new.
It's kind of similar to if you make wearables when you're doing like a cuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Very, very cute.
Why, thank you.
Oh, love it. I can't stop looking at it.
I love the snakes.
Turn to stone. Should we do a thumbnail of...
Just give me them snakes.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Yes, thank you.
Ah, beautiful. Okay. So next, maybe we should go the garlic route. So
Okay.
you guys saw last video, I was gonna say episode, I had made this like example garlic,
Yeah.
which I still have to add the roots to, but this
pattern was originally written for cotton. I believe.
yes. And the reason why we're starting to make garlic stuff is because, sorry, I'm pulling up the designer again. We are hoping to get into the garlic festival this year. And if I remember correctly, last year when I saw their application, they wanted to see pictures when you were applying of your garlic themed items. Because they don't want people there without garlic themed
Right.
items. So,
Hence, it's a garlic festival.
yeah. But I mean, sometimes you don't have to have anything related to the event.
Well, I mean, when we do the pickle festival.
They recommend it, but they're not like vigilant
yeah.
about it. But we really want to get into this festival. It's a 2-day event, which
It's our
we've never
first
done
2-day.
before.
Yeah.
I've gone before as an attendee. It's such a fun experience.
Mm-hmm.
This was before I was vegan, so I did have garlic ice cream, and it was weirdly really good.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay.
Are we going to go home stinking like garlic and all of our plushies stinking like garlic because they're like cooking it and...
I think the craft stuff is away from the food
Oh,
stuff.
okay, good.
I would love to smell like garlic, but I don't want the
Me
plushies
too.
to smell like garlic. So this one is by Crochet with Sumi Store.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I said that right. Again, I still have to add the...
It's a very good pattern.
It is a very good pattern. I have to add the roots, but
Right.
the reason why, again, I'm showing you this is because Mom made the keychain version. Same pattern,
No, I did this in acrylic.
but this is in acrylic.
Was
and
yours,
mine is in
Posh?
Posh.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm also planning on making it in blanket yarn, but look how hot this keychain is.
Oh, thank you.
I'm obsessed with this.
Show the unders.
Look at the roots.
Yeah.
So fun.
Thank you.
So this is all acrylic yarn. As we discussed last week,
I feel like this is going to be huge.
these are going to be flying, in my opinion. This is just like when you make a pumpkin and you make basically like a bulb, like a ball shape, and then at the end you're going through the top and the bottom
Right.
to make these little sections. And I just feel like it looks so good.
They call them wedges
Yeah.
in the pattern.
Oh yeah. I guess in
They're close.
they're close. What's a full
Or
thing?
toe.
A head?
Toe of garlic?
Is it a head of garlic?
It is a head of garlic.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a head of garlic. But we
or
did
a bulb.
Yeah, that makes sense. We did change up the leaves. Both of us did. We
Yeah.
both did them a little bit differently than they're written in the pattern. But I
I
think,
just thought it was a little bit more believable for a keychain
yeah.
to only have a tiny amount of.
Yeah, I think it looks really, really good. I
think
love
it
the
looks
pop of
pretty
green on the
realistic.
top.
Yeah.
It does look realistic.
And I'm glad I went with the gray on the bottom instead of a
Yeah.
brown. I think
I think it looks nice.
Yeah, because it looks like we gotta shake that dirt off.
Yeah. Love it.
Thank you.
I think this is going to be really popular.
Oh, but maybe it won't be as popular as the next item.
Okay, so last week when I was talking about wanting to make something special, this is what I was talking about. So last night I made this garlic guy.
Oh my god, that's so hot.
I believe his name is Gregory.
Greg the garlic bulb.
Yes, it's Gregory the Garlic Crochet Vegetable Plushie.
Nice.
And this is by Little Forest Makes GB. And this is all with Posh yarn. I am obsessed.
He's a tall boy.
He's really tall. This is a much different shape than is shown in the pattern photos. Because, like, if you look here...
Did you put him on Ozempic or what?
I think I did. If you look at the comparison photo, now this original one, I believe, is made with either acrylic or cotton. He looks shorter and, like...
He's a dumper.
Yeah. Mine came out really long, but I'm not complaining.
Fine.
I think he looks cute.
I mean, you can make them in all shapes and sizes.
I have to say, I really enjoyed making this. Like, it was a lot of fun.
Those arms look like killer, though. Are those 5s?
No.
4?
More.
6?
I can't remember now. It was either 8 or like 10 in some places.
No way that's an 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
8 around?
Yeah. Actually, it was 8 around because at the end we did 4 single crochet.
Well, then you must crochet super tight.
I don't know. But, yeah, I had a lot of fun making this. My memories of him will be tied to...
Degrassi?
Well, first, Below Deck Down Under.
Okay.
Captain Jason.
Yeah.
And also Degrassi after that.
Yep.
Always Degrassi. I'm almost done with season 2 already. The episodes are flying by.
Yep.
But he is so much fun to make. You start at the bottom with the legs, and you make one, and then don't fasten off the second, attach, and then go blah, 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 blah. The arms are sewn on. The head is sewn on.
You could probably crochet them in.
I think you probably could, but I was like, let me just do it as written and see what happens. It was not a big deal at all to sew them on. The head is sewn on. These 2 little leaves are actually... They're 2 separate ones, and then you attach them to each other at the bottom, and then you stick them in the head and just secure them in there. So
you have to crochet those 2 together?
You don't crochet them together. You just make them separately and then, like, sew them, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's really easy.
It's very cute.
But, like, this, it felt like it went really quickly.
Yeah.
I was worried that it was going to take a really long time, and it did not. So, I love how this came out. Obsessed. I feel like...
I really hope we get into garlic now.
I know. Even if we don't, 0 regrets getting these patterns.
Yeah.
But I hope we get into it. Mm-hmm. I feel like I want to make more with maybe, like, some different... I don't know. I really like this all-natural palette here.
Yeah.
Of the, like, truffle, or... I don't think this one's truffle. We always do the wrong color.
That is truffle.
Is this truffle?
Isn't it?
We always confuse those colors in Posh.
Or is it oyster? It might be oyster.
Those are the 2 that we always mix up. There's the dark gray, and then there's, like, this, like, brownish gray. But I have a bunch of this color.
Well, one of them is oyster, and the other is truffle, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That might be oyster. No,
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. But I do like the natural palette. I don't know if I would want to make any with, like, a bright colored shirt.
I don't think so. I think you really need to stick with the neutrals.
Yeah, I think I would make some, though, with white.
Yes.
Because I only have so much of this off-white Posh.
I know. It was really tough to get Vanilla Bean.
Yeah, so I have a limited amount of that.
You didn't get any Baby Bear in that? Oh, that's right. They canceled our Baby Bear order.
I do have some off-white Baby
You could
Bear.
use Baby Bear.
I could.
Yeah.
I feel like the Baby Bear is maybe even a little bit thinner than the Posh, but I'm not sure.
It's softer.
It is soft, but I think it's a little bit thinner, so I don't know how that would look. But that reminds... I can use that for these.
Yes.
But, yeah, I think I would do some in the white just because I'm limited on the off-white, and I think it would look good. But clothing-wise...
I did mine in white, and it looks
Yeah,
believable.
I think it looks nice.
Yeah.
Clothing-wise, I think I want to keep the colors neutral. I think that's
I would stick with those colors.
a good palette.
Yeah.
But, oh, love it. It's good. It's a good size. If I had made this in, like, Michael's
it's a good
yarn,
dye.
it'd be pretty big.
It would be big.
Maybe I'll do, like, one in a bigger
Yeah.
size yarn. But I like it in the Posh.
Do one, see how it comes out. It's a tough economy, so I don't know how many big items we're going to be selling.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. That does it on garlic. Now, let's go here. Look at this cutie. Oh my god. You made this.
Yes, I made this on Saturday.
This is a pattern by Cable and Canvas. We have had this favorited on Etsy for
a while.
months, probably. Yeah. And you decided finally the time was right.
I'm going to pull the trigger on this because I love mushy boys.
And we're going to pop that head.
Woo!
I think this is adorable.
I was very surprised to find out that the hat was sewn on
Yeah, I wasn't
and
expecting
not
that.
crocheted on.
But when you think about it,
It makes
it
sense.
does make sense because to get that popping, you have to go pretty much always from the top down.
Yeah.
And yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the body you said was bottom up, right?
Yes. So you wouldn't have been able to get those legs really with a top down.
Right. Yeah, you would have
That's
to
only
like
a
do
bottom
one
up.
and then come and finish
Right.
that. Yeah. But this is so cute. I love the little bow tie. I
Yeah.
love the little face. Like, it's
So the head
adorable.
is not sewn on. The mushroom cap is.
Mm-hmm.
The arms are sewn on. The bow tie is sewn on, which is not a big deal. And the little straps are sewn on.
Yeah, look at the little overall straps. Adorable.
There's also a girl version in that pattern, very reasonably priced. I think it was only like $3.
Yeah, Cable and
change.
Canvas's patterns are not
They're not expensive.
and
Yeah.
they're really cute.
They're very cute.
She's like the queen of the pops as
Yeah.
well.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, too.
Yeah, it does look bigger. And this is in the posh. So if
That's
you
in
had
posh,
made this in Michael's
Well, I
yarn,
might
or,
make some in blanket and see how it comes out.
That could be
Just
cute.
for,
we haven't
bigger.
really tried any popping patterns with blanket yarn, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to come out.
I don't know how that would work mechanically, but you have to test it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, posh is great for popping patterns.
Yeah.
Because it's so like it's got structure to it,
Yeah, it's got structure.
so it pops really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I have also made some of her popping patterns.
I got a lot of her popping patterns.
Yeah. Actually, now I'm wondering. I think it was somebody else's popping pattern. But those popping UFOs that I have, where the alien pops up, I made those in Michael's yarn, and they popped really nicely. So
Yeah.
I can confirm that Michael's yarn does work for popping patterns.
Say that fast.
Picked a pepper. But blanket yarn, I'm curious to see how it would work.
Yeah,
So you'll have to report back to us on that.
I will.
But yeah, adorable. I love the color palette.
Mm-hmm.
The blue and the red and the white.
Yes, and I will be making a girl version, too, with a little ruffled skirt on.
Cute.
Very cute.
Love it. I can't stop popping
I
it.
know.
It's so addicting.
It's like Pringles.
Yeah,
Once you pop, you just can't stop.
that's right. Okay, here's one that we've seen before. So, we've got the chick with the frog hat keychain.
Is this your first posh chick with the frog hat?
It is not. So, I've made these keychains before, towards the end of last market season, and I've only ever made the keychain version in posh.
Right.
However, when I make them just as standalones, I use the Michael's yarn, and I use a 4.5mm hook.
Right.
Ah, love it, beautiful. When I made the keychain ones with the posh, I was like, let me use a 4mm hook so that it comes out a little bit smaller, and it did, and it was really cute, but it was not cute for my hands.
Yeah.
You can do a 4mm with posh for sure, especially depending on your tension, but for me, it's a little uncomfy.
Yeah.
Especially because I was using a 4mm prim hook, so it wasn't the slippery slide of a
Right.
metal furls. Like, this is my beautiful baby 4.5mm furls.
I just got to add in.
Yeah.
I know a lot of crochet ladies try the furls and they say they don't like it, or I love the furls, but the problem that I have with the furls is that it's very slippery in my dry ass hands.
No!
Yes. So I added a chunky rubber band to my furls hook, and now I'm reaching for this instead of the prim, because
Okay.
the thing that was, sorry, I'm a little drunk. The thing about the thing about the prim was that it had a really comfortable grip. This also has a very nice grip, especially if you have any kind of joint issues or anything, but it was always slipping. So now that I put this rubber band strategically on here, it's now my new favorite hook because it's like ergonomically perfect and it doesn't shift. Like, my problem was the hook part would shift and I would drop
Yeah,
the
I hate when that
stitch. And
happens.
when I have to go back for the same stitch like 4 times, it's so annoying.
That's
So
true, but-
the rubber band has made all the difference in the world for me.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
A simple hack like that.
Yeah, because I
Cheap
really
hack.
love those hooks.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because
they're so
they
nice.
glide like butter.
Yes. So Yeah, in the past I used the 4mm with the Posh for the keychain. So this time I was like, let me see if I can get away with using the 4.5 with the Posh to see if it's still small enough. And I think it is. I think this is still a good size. It's not too big. Would I put it with keys? Probably not.
You could.
You could, but I probably wouldn't. Would I put it on a bag or like a book bag? Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's still
but
good.
You still could with keys.
You could.
Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, so I think this is still a little bit bigger than it comes out with 4mm, but it's not a big enough size difference that I'm going to put strain on my hands and my wrists.
Right.
When I could just be making it with the 4.5.
Yeah.
So I am working on more of these today. I just wanted to do a full one to make sure it was going to be good before
The face on that is so sassy.
Yes, it is.
Let's get a close up. I just love that.
Yeah. So now that
Sassy
I know
duck.
that this works for me, I am working on more of these today. I got some more hats in the mix.
Yeah.
I like to do these in batches, so it's like a little, you know.
Assembly line.
Exactly. So working on those. Because we do have the duck derby coming up.
Yes,
and I
we
want to
do.
have as many duck and chick whatever's
I gotta work on some
available.
ducks today.
We're gonna go ducking crazy this week with all the duck stuff.
Oh no.
So next video, and maybe the one after that, actually, yeah, is probably gonna be a lot of ducks.
Ducking crazy. Maybe for you. I just can't do that many ducks.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be doing some more ducks.
I'm gonna be doing other stuff.
Yeah, next up. I'm so excited.
This is adorable, by the way.
Next up, we have a new pattern from Crochet Grove, Annabelle. I love her patterns. So I had previously bought her big Brontosaurus pattern. We showed it a while back when I made
Bronte.
it. So cute, adorable, but pretty large.
Yeah.
So now she has the mini version.
This is so stinking
Look how
cute.
Oh my god.
He's only got one dot.
Yeah, he has one dot instead of the two.
So he's 1 year old. The other one is 2 years old because it's got
cute.
2 dots.
I wish I had the big one right now to show you
I
the
know.
size comparison, but it's all the way upstairs. I will have to show a size comparison at some point though.
Yeah.
But this is everything. I'm
little
obsessed
brother.
with these. This is also in the Posh yarn, Big Twist Posh, and
Very, very cute.
which I can't wait to come back to Hirschner's, hopefully.
I hope. Keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully Posh will be included in that. But this pattern works up so quickly. You could definitely batch make these, make all the legs first for like multiple dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And then, you know, make the legs and the tail, and then you
Right.
pop the head on there. It's really
Is
quick.
the head sewn on?
The head is sewn on.
Okay, that's not too bad.
The head is the only thing that's sewn on.
Because what is that,
and then
like
this
12
little patch.
around?
I don't remember.
Looks like about
But
12, but
It's not big.
in your size, maybe it's 18. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm obsessed with it. So I made this the other night, and then yesterday I made the green one.
Oh.
I made a yellow one.
Wow, you really went for the tropical palette.
I know. I want to make like pretty much every color that I have
Yeah.
because they're just so cute.
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
so nice in the butterfly pea flower.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, that's the color that I used for the big one.
Right.
So yeah, we got to make a baby one in that color as well. I would love to do the full rainbow in this.
Absolutely.
And you totally could because it works up really quickly. I want to say total time for this was probably like, I don't know, an hour and a half maybe.
Wow.
Like it's fast.
That's going to be so popular.
It's really fast. I don't know yet what to charge for these. If you guys have a price suggestion, let me know
I was
in
going
the
to say
comments.
18.
I would say no lower than 18
Yeah.
because it is like an hour and a half, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like the first one took me a little while, and then each one after that
Right.
was faster. Like this one felt like it went so quickly. This is the last one I made.
Right.
And I do plan on making a ton more of these. I want to make more of the big one too, but like I am trying to focus mostly on small and medium items
Right.
for right now because we do have a good amount of big ones
Well,
ready.
I mean,
big items.
we do have to also build up an inventory because we only have a couple small markets right now, but
yeah, we haven't hit any of our big ones yet.
the big ones are coming fast and furious in the next few months after the I know, you should be.
We have two
We
big
need
ones.
to fill up those inventory coffers.
Yeah, we have 2 big ones in June, which I'm not worried about because we're going to have...
We got plenty of stuff.
We'll have so much stuff.
Yeah.
I'm worried about getting wiped out, and then we
Big
have
brother.
other big ones in
Yeah.
the fall.
We got a lot of big ones in the fall.
Multiple big ones in the fall.
Especially if we get into garlic.
Yeah, so we're more so trying to push ahead for that. Because, like, spring and the summer one we have, I'm not worried.
No.
But, like, fall, once my, like, well, both of our like, seasonal work
Right.
for Big Brother kicks in.
Right.
And if you guys are new here, every summer since I was, like, 15 years old...
You might have been less than that.
Well, we've been watching since season 1, but we started covering it with
weren't
season
you
8.
like 14 when we started covering it?
I think 15.
Okay.
But ever since I was like 15 years old, I'm now 34.
A little louder?
34. We've been covering the TV show Big Brother on our other YouTube channel, Mad Rose D. And the work is very intense because I do 6 days a week now. I used to do every single day.
You take it seriously.
Yeah, 6 days a week I do a live stream talking about what was happening on the live feeds for Big Brother.
You have a journalism degree.
I do. So it's very, very intensive,
Yes.
very time consuming. So it definitely cuts into my crochet time. So we are crocheting like crazy right now, and we also do the episode recaps at night. So it's like sometimes I'm working like 12, 14-hour days. And I
It
mean
might
like
be more than that.
Working.
It might be like 16-hour days.
They're long days.
Yes.
So, and I get half a day off every week.
Right.
Sunday morning every week. Sunday morning and afternoon.
Right.
So
Which sometimes we do see Broadway show, but not on Broadway.
we see a summer stock show, which is amazing. But all that is to say, that is probably kicking off in July.
Probably.
So I'm trying to get as much done as possible before that. You still have some time when that happens during the
Yeah.
days, because I do the spoilers by myself. We do the episode recaps together.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to like really hunker down and get stuff done.
Yeah. But you're also a much faster crocheter than I am.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but
My 60-year-old aging spurt kicked in. And
oh
I'm
no.
like half the woman I used to be.
Well, I don't know
Half
about
the
that.
energy I used to have.
Maybe. But yeah, that's kind of why we're just like make because things are really going to slow down for us
Yeah.
production wise in the summer.
In July.
Yeah, and that goes from July to like the end of September
Yeah.
usually. So
Yeah, exactly.
anyway, I love the Crochet Grove dinosaurs.
Did you bring down the room?
I hope not. I also
Suck all the air out?
I have one precious skein of Big Twist plush variegated pastel left. And I want to make
pastel.
I want to make this dinosaur with that yarn because I just think it'd be,
That would be
so
so adorable.
adorable. I don't think I have enough of that yarn to make the big one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make the small one with that yarn.
Are you getting the crayon box?
Maybe. I
That
think
would
that'd
be
really
really
pretty.
cute, too.
Yeah. I think it'd be really pretty. Because apparently they have that on the Walmart website right now.
Would you do a fake fur?
No.
You like your dinosaurs sleek?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like them reptile style. I don't think I'd make a furry dinosaur.
Reptile
Reptile style.
I'm going to be laughing about that for days.
Highly recommend. Okay, one final thing to show. I had a gigantic custom order placed by
gosh.
Julie. I'm so grateful. Julie, you're a real one. Julie actually ordered from me a few months ago because her local hockey team has like a tradition where after the games they throw like rat plushies on the ice.
Because that's the mascot.
I don't know actually if that's the mascot or if it's just like a
Really?
thing they do.
They just throw rats?
I have to check and see what her messages said again, but I'm not sure if it's actually the mascot or if it's just a thing they do. But she ordered some jumbo rats from me a while back, not to throw on the ice, but to give to I think friends and family as souvenirs for going to the games. And I think that's awesome. So she already had placed that order a while back, but now she's ready for hockey season.
Yeah.
And she has more people she wants to give rats to. So let's show what we have.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we have 2 of the regular jumbo rats in the dark gray.
Kiss.
This skein of dark gray that I got recently is so soft.
Yeah.
This is so nice. So the way that things worked out with this order too was just like perfection. Because I had just recently bought this skein with the intention of making jumbo rats. So that worked.
Yeah.
So 2 of these guys. I also recently bought a skein of jumbo black, which I was planning on using for skunks. But then this order came in and she wanted some black rats, which I haven't made yet.
No.
But I really like the way that they came out.
I love black rats.
Yes. So
Are
I
you
might
adding
have
them
to
to the lineup?
I might have to add them to the lineup. So she wanted 3 of the jumbo rats in black.
Oh, I love it. I haven't seen these yet.
Yeah. Luckily, again, I had just bought that black skein. Very, very soft.
Yeah.
And I did add a little bit of white acrylic under the eyes on the black ones.
Just to make them pop?
Just to pop a little bit.
Yeah.
So that they were more visible. And then I used the same pink that I usually use, which is the blush.
Wonderful.
In the Michaels Jumbo. And I just love how they came out. I think they're so adorable.
They are. Yeah, rats.
And then,
Thruple.
yes, she ordered a pink on pink rat, which she also ordered last time.
Yeah.
And I love the way that it came out. Look at this.
Oh.
I had just enough of this. Like, actually, I had a little bit left over. I was panicking because I was like, I gotta go get more pink yarn because I
It's like
didn't
a
think I had
Barbie
enough.
rat.
I know, I love that. But I had enough to make it work, and I love it. This one is also so soft. The jumbo yarn has been so soft lately.
Yes.
And
That's all they got left that's super soft. They're still working on their
yeah,
Slim and
the Sweet Snuggles.
Sweet Snuggles formulation.
But look at this little Barbie rat. I love it.
So cute.
Okay, so that was fun.
Yes.
6 jumbo rats, but then she also asked for some rat keychains.
Ah! We never had rat keychains
We
before.
have not. So you guys know, if you've been watching for the last few weeks or months, I have been making those little baby rats.
Yes.
So those I was making in the Posh yarn, and I felt like they were just a little bit... Oh, sorry. Also, this is by QB Crochet.
Right.
Love her patterns. I have made so many of her rodents.
Yeah.
I just adore her patterns, and they do really well
Always
for us.
a top seller.
Yes, so her baby rat pattern, that's QB Crochet's pattern as well, the baby rats. And I felt like they were just a little too big in the Posh for keychains. So I was like, let me see how it would turn out in acrylic. I don't love making plushies out of acrylic, but for a little keychain,
Yeah.
it's not the end of the world. If I was making a huge like amigurumi,
There's no way.
not for me. I've done little ones before, like when I was first getting started, and it's okay for like 1 or 2, but I would not want to mass produce
No.
acrylic plushies.
You would be there forever.
My arms would fall off. But honestly, I did not get any hand or wrist pain when I was making these rat keychains. But she wanted 10 rat keychains. She asked for 4 black, 4 gray, and 2 pink. So these are all made with acrylic yarn. These are all QB Crochet's baby rat pattern.
Lammy just said, what?
Yeah, she said, these work up so quickly. I didn't end up doing the white for under the eyes on the keychains just because
It's too small.
it's too small. It would have looked really weird. So, I mean, you can still see the eyes when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
But that's the black one.
Yeah.
And I believe, if I remember correctly, I used a 4 millimeter. I want to say I used a 4
probably.
millimeter on this.
Because this is a 4, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I used the 4. I remember I started one and it was coming out too big, so I switched. But I can't remember if I switched from 4.5 to 4 or 4 to 3.5.
I don't know.
I don't know, I'm sorry. But I do think I'll probably make some of these for markets because I just think they're adorable and I think people will like them.
Absolutely. There are a lot of rat fans out there, and I think they would really love to have some keychain representation.
I myself am a rat girly.
Yes.
If I saw this at a market, I would snatch it up immediately. This is the gray.
Very cute.
This is pretty much, I think this is all like loops and threads yarn from Michaels.
Right.
Actually, some of it might be like Karen even.
I was using some of the big twist, and I must say it's very nice. It might be my favorite.
Yeah. And then this is the pink one up close.
Oh, so cute.
This light pink that I was using was so stiff compared to the other acrylic yarn. So I was like, ugh. But luckily there's only 2 of the pink ones. And then this pink I used for the ears and the nose and the tail.
Right.
All that good stuff on the other ones. But when I was doing the full body in this pink, I was like, oh my god.
Kiss cam.
So we have 10 rat keychains. These are all going to Julie. Julie, thank you so much.
Yeah, Julie.
For this amazing custom order. So I have to message both Julie and Maria about their custom orders, but we need to find some boxes, I think, because...
Yeah, I think we need some boxes this go around.
Our usual poly mailers that we use...
Not suffice.
I don't think are going to work for these 2 orders, so...
No, not for Medusa.
No. So that's what we've been working on. My entire weekend, this past weekend, was rats.
Yeah.
I made all 6 of these jumbos and the 2 keychains on Saturday and Sunday. Did I say 2? I meant 10. The 10 keychains, Saturday and Sunday. It was craziness.
Well, you survived.
Sean kept checking in and being like, how many more rats?
Are you okay?
How many more? So, we made it. I'm very happy with it. I had a lot of fun the last week with all the stuff we've been making.
Wonderful.
So. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Let us know what your favorite one was in this video.
I'm working on a Light Fury.
Ooh, that's exciting. Can't wait to see that all done.
You.
Let us know what you've been working on in the comments. If you got any markets coming up, we would love to hear about that. And we'll see you guys again on Friday.
Yeah.
To show you probably a lot of ducks. And then the stuff that she's doing too.
Ducks. All kind of ducks.
Yes. So we hope you have a great week. We'll see you soon. And until next time, much love.
Bye.